This week you win an M4 Cyrex in field tested condition. To enter like every week, like, comment and subscribe, and back to the posting on my Discord server, linked below. Thanks! Profit! If you watch any YouTube video about skin trading, investing, or just meet some random dude in the Steam trading forums, scary place, profit is definitely one thing those really care about. Profit! 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 But what if I tell you that with all of those and most trading strategies, making profit is only half of the work? What number matters here and why it is so important, and how you can find this value for any items at any time after this message of my sponsor. This video is sponsored by skinsmonkey.com. Skinsmonkey is an automated CSGO bot trading site. They offer a huge amount of skins to instantly trade to, 24/7 live chat support, and a 35% bonus on every cash deposit. With a referral code NEON, you can get a free up to $5 bonus on your first trade when exchanging items worth at least $100. So like you can see here, I've calculated a little bit and found this cool deal on Skinsmonkey. I also used my $5 bonus. I just selected these 5 items out of my inventory for these 2 gut knife safari meshes field tested. I even got some leftover balance on the side, which I can use for my next trade. The 2 gut knives were on trade logs, so I just saved them onto the side, but some days later I could just withdraw them to my Steam, and as you can see here, I've got a really good upgrade and with my bonus code also a really good deal. So check out Skinsmonkey right now. Link to the site with my bonus code is in the description. I am of course talking about liquidity. Let's see what this is, why it is so important, and give you some examples on how you can determine yourself how liquid any item is. If you regularly trade skins, this number should be as important to you as the profit on your trades. Liquidity, or how liquid an item is, tells you how easy it is to sell or trade the specific item, and also gives you a good feeling, if you want to trade or sell this item, how long it will take you on average to get a buyer or a trader. This is influenced, of course, by offer and demand. Other offers are, for example, competition, so other traders, but also trading sites or even just the Steam community market. So any other places people could also go to get the same item, but not from you. Demand tells you how many people want to have this item. These are the 2 most important and constant factors that determine liquidity. But you should be aware of others, like hype, because of an update, as those can temporarily influence this value by a lot. Special features on your item, like stickers, floats, patterns or similar, as long as you won't overpay for them, reduce the liquidity. Because there will be many people that want an, for example, field tested Opportunity, but way less want that with specific stickers where they have to spend €5 extra. But what you define the liquidity on is not limited to one item. If you specialize in, for example, cheap sticker crafts, a field tested Opportunity with a €5 extra because of good stickers is very liquid if you compare it to other sticker crafts. Because I can tell you, bad sticker crafts can go really far. So just because a website we will later go through shows like 30% liquidity on your item and is a special item, doesn't mean your item is bad in the context of your item. I hope you understand what I mean by that. When trading, this number is so important because it does not matter if you make 2, 5 or even 100% of profit on a trade. If you cannot resell or retrade the item for the value, there is no way to realize that profit. And many traders when starting out make exactly this error. They go to some marketplace or get offered some really unliquid souvenir, well-worn, I don't know, sticker craft, which is profit on paper. Yes. But first, you can easily get tricked because the ducking price those items are listed at and the price they actually sell for is really far apart. And also, even if you get a good price, it will take months, sometimes even a year to resell that. And you would have been better in that time just putting your money onto something you can just flip or resell in a few days. Also, when you trade like me with comparable low profit margins, I only take around 5% on item trades. You should really contact me for trading. It is definitely worth to take a deal where you gain 5% on liquid items compared to 10% on items that take months to sell. Now, let's see with some examples on how I would check the liquidity of an item. So, in theory, you can use any market to determine liquidity. The more listenings and sales you have, the more liquid an item is in theory. But in my opinion, the best way to determine liquidity is Price Empire. They give you way more data and from many markets at once. So let's go here with the field tested M4 print stream, which is basically one of the most liquid items in existence. And you can easily see here on many markets this item is listed many times. You can also see the trading volume, the ducking supply overview, and the Steam volume. So how many times this item was traded, how many there are in existence, and how many Steam sales there were in the last 7-something days. If you have high numbers there in comparison to the ducking price, it is most likely a real liquid item. Looking here, at least in the last 7 days, let's say around 100 of those got sold on the Steam market alone, it means that it is a really liquid item. And there are many in existence, which is also pretty handy for investing, by the way. And also, Price Empire gives you a liquidity indicator here. It's not bad, and with high liquidity items, it's really easy to filter here. But I have experience if you go with items that have less than 70% liquidity, it can be a little bit off or really influenced by just somebody buying 10 of those on buff. Suddenly an item is really liquid, even though it isn't. So be careful there, better check for regular data like this, for example. So let's take a really unliquid item, for example, to just see what changes in comparison to this one. Let's take this, for example, the Shadow Dagger Doppler in minimal wear. Minimal wear Dopplers are really unliquid, and this is showing every phase, so not only phase 3 or something like that. And yeah, you instantly see 2 sales over the last 7 days. Trading volume also comparable low. Be aware that this is not 100% precise, but is a really good metric. And instantly we see liquidity indicator 49%. As always have to keep in mind how expensive an item is. This is an unliquid item, but at least for me, it's still an item I would buy or trade because there is a market for people that want minimum wear Dopplers just because they don't know better or because they can get it cheaper than a factory new one, which seems to be pretty hard at the moment. So yeah, easy as that, you can use liquidity indicator and the other data to see how unliquid or liquid your item is, and based on that can make assumptions how long it will take to trade or buy this item. Just from my experience, normally a ducking M4 print stream, if you really want to sell or trade it for market price, you will get rid of it within minutes, basically. Like if you list this for market price on buff, for example, it will be sold in a few minutes. With the Shadow Daggers, I mean, what I can do here, just I can go in to trading records, which not only tells you how liquid an item is, but also what that liquidity means. Maybe Doppler is a bad example here, but I think you get what I mean. You see, this is selling, yeah, like twice a week, I would say. And if you have an average phase, yeah, if you are the cheapest listening, I would say you can expect this item to sell within a week. Which, in my opinion, is not too bad. I mean, it's not like a few hours, but 50% doesn't mean that your item is untradeable. Let's see what item I would define untradeable. And I instantly see what I want to take here. Let's take a ducking gold Krakow sticker. This one has a liquidity of 0. Nice. And if you check, it's only listed on ducking 7 marketplaces at the moment. There's no Steam volume. There is only one. Nah, there's more than one in existence. There are at least 2 listed. Yeah, you see, this is not that precise. There are 2 listed, but Price Empire says 1. Most likely in private inventory, so they don't know that. Also, there are 4 on buff, so yeah, be careful with those numbers. I mean, they are really handy, and they show you the correlation of like conditions, for example, but don't take those as granted. But liquidity of 0, does that mean you will never sell it? I've had these stickers. You will be able to sell or trade them, but it will take some time. Let's see, on the Steam market, for example, they are selling 3 to 4 times a year, I would say, if there's a reasonable price listed. Let's check buff, which is way more reasonable. I would say 4 to 5 times a year. So if you have this sticker and you want to get at least market price, be aware that it will take on average, let's say 3 months until you're able to trade or sell this one. But don't be scared off of 0 ducking percent in liquidity, because it can be worth it. depends on how you're trading, what you're trading. This can still be a profitable deal if you get a good price for it. And yeah, the same way you can check any items you want, and with special properties you can basically do the same thing. See how many listings there are, see how many sales there are, and therefore you can determine how liquid your item is and how long it will approximately take for you to resell or retrade it. And yeah, I think that sums up really pretty good. Don't forget to join the giveaway, boys. I hope you learned something. I am Neon, and I'll see you guys in the next one.